What's up, fancy friends? If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. So y'all, today we're gonna be doing another Let's Talk Relationship video. Episode 5 is gonna be covering questions to ask on a first date. So, as you guys know, dating is about gathering data, okay? So when you are single and dating, I would advise dating more than one person, but hey, it's up to you. It's your preference to do whatever you would like to do, but it's about collecting data. So you want to make the best choice for you. With that being said, these questions are in no particular order. I advise asking these questions on a first date or prior to going on a first date, because once you're involved with somebody and y'all have an emotional connection already, y'all are already kind of invested in what's going on, they're more apt to lie. If you ask these questions when nobody is invested in anything, you're kind of just meeting, they're more likely to tell the truth. Does this mean you will escape everybody who is out to get you and lie to you and manipulate you? No, there are no guarantees, but some of these questions are good screeners to determine if this person is what you're looking for or not. When dating, you should be going into it with a goal in mind, whether that be you're looking for something serious, you're just dating to pass time, whatever you're looking for, you should already know before you go on the date. So that when you ask these questions, you're asking with your goal in mind to see if this person is compatible with you, to see if y'all are on the same page and can go forward with whatever y'all are doing. So let's dive on into the questions. A good question to ask someone on the first date would be, what are you looking for? Because as I previously stated, you want to know if you guys are on the same page, if you can go forward from there. If you're not on the same page with what you're looking for, there's really no need to continue at all, because obviously you are not looking for the same things. It's not going to work. But if you are looking for the same things, then that's a good thing. And on to the next question. Are you single? Now, when you ask this question, you might have to be a little specific sometimes, Are you fully single? Meaning, does anybody think they're in a relationship with you? Are you, is somebody gonna call me after this date or come to me as a woman after this date? Like, these are all things you kind of want to inquire about, just so that you know what you're getting yourself into. If you are the type of person who dates people who are in relationships, or you're okay with being the side chick or whatever, then hey, maybe that's not a question that you want to ask. But if you're not someone who wants to be put in that predicament, then definitely want to ask that question. How important is it that your next relationship end in marriage? If you are looking to get married, this is a good question to ask, because it'll let you know, is this person dating for serious reasons, serious intent, marriage in mind, or is this person just dating to have a good time? If they are just dating to date, do they just want to have fun with you? You kind of want to know that. So that's a good question to ask. Do you prefer monogamy? Yes, people, ask the question, okay? There's nothing wrong with poly or any other type of relationship that you want to have, if you're okay with that and if y'all are all on the same page about what's going on. That is your choice. That is your decision. You can do what you want to do. But if you are looking for a monogamous relationship, then you might want to ask them also to define what monogamy is to them, because to you, monogamy might mean me and you are together, committed. There are no outside people. And to them, it might mean something else. if, okay? Don't just assume that people take on your definition to things, because everybody has their own definition to things, okay? Just ask. The only dumb question is the question that you don't ask. If you want to know, I would suggest asking, okay? What if I just wanted to be physical? What if I didn't want a committed relationship? Would you be okay with that? Now, this question is framed in a what if. Leave it in a what if. Even if they try to press you to ask, oh, is that what you want? Don't answer it. Just allow them to answer. Based on whatever they answer, you'll know, okay, are they really looking for something serious, or are they okay with just having fun, just having a good time, just letting things, just going with the flow, letting the chips fall where they may. Okay? These are good questions just to, pick somebody's brain to find out what it is that they actually want. What do you do? Come on. I know this is a common question. You want to know, do you have employment, a stable check coming in? Now, for me, I do sometimes ask a little bit more in-depth questions concerning what they do, but that's for me. Depending on what you're okay with, if you're okay with him just having a steady check coming in, then what do you do is a good enough question for you. If it doesn't matter if he has a job or not, I wouldn't advise that. Or if they have a job or not, because maybe this is a guy, asking a girl. These are still questions you can ask. If you're okay with them not doing anything, then who am I to tell you that you're wrong? I wouldn't be okay with someone who isn't employed trying to date me. I'll just say that. So with that being said, that is a question that I ask. And these questions are questions that I have asked and do ask whenever I'm dating someone. So I'm not telling you guys anything that I don't actually do. Do you have children? This is a good question. A lot of people, I keep saying this is a good question, but anyway, it is a good question, okay? A lot of people have kids. If you don't want to date someone with kids, that's a question to ask. Or if you're okay with dating someone with kids, you might want to know about their kids. So that's still a good question to ask. Are you close with your family, or how were you raised? You ask these questions because you kind of want to gauge what that person's upbringing was like, how their relationships are with the people who should be closest to them, which is their family. These questions are important because a person who doesn't know how to treat their family, or maybe was raised drastically different from you, do you think it's gonna work out? Because I think there are gonna be many problems. Okay? A lot of them. Okay? I'm just saying. Let's say they was raised on survival. They do anything to get by. If that means stab you in the back, smack you in the face, whatever's gonna get them to their goal, that's what they're gonna do. Let's say you were raised on love. You're caring and giving and nurturing. They are about to take advantage of you, okay? You can be hurt. So you need to know. How is your relationship with your mama? If he or she does not know how to treat their parents, the ones who birthed them, your mother and your father, the people who gave you life. And this is for functional families. Some people do have toxic relationships with their families where they have to cut ties. And I do understand that. That is understandable. But this is for functional families. How is your relationship with your parents? If you are having a lot of turmoil in your relationship with your parents, the first people that you're supposed to love, the first people that teach you about love and how to treat people, it may cause some problems with how you treat people you are in a relationship with. Am I saying that that's always the case? No. I'm not saying that that's always the case, but like I said previously, you're not gonna always be the exception to the rule. Everybody can't be an exception to the rule, okay? Okay. What do you do for growth on a personal level? Now, this is a question you can ask yourself, because if you're not doing anything to grow, you should be doing something to grow. Grow. But also a good question to ask somebody you're dating. What do you do for personal growth? If you are the type of person who takes pride in growing, who takes pride in learning and becoming a better person, someone who does not do those things, who is just stagnant and comfortable with being who they are always, never changing, never growing, you're gonna outgrow the relationship. And it's not like you're gonna mean to outgrow that person. It's just naturally gonna happen because you're getting better and they're staying the same. That's a recipe for disaster. And what I mean by personal growth is just, are you saying affirmations? Are you reading books? Are you listening to podcasts? Are you taking on new business ventures? What are you doing to increase yourself? What are you doing to make yourself better? What is your idea of a partnership? This question is a good way to figure out how they think a relationship should go, how they feel like it should work. What's their definition of a good partner or a good relationship? If he's the type of guy who wants a woman that stays at home and just takes care of kids all day, and you're the type of woman who wants to actually go out and work, that's going to be a conflict of interest. Am I saying you can't resolve it? No. But at the same time, it could be an issue depending on how strongly that person feels about that. If you're the type of woman who wants to stay home, wants to have the option, and he's the type of man who's like, oh, I would never give my woman the option to stay home, might be a problem. What is your ideal partnership? What do you look for? What's your definition of a partnership? What does that look like for you? Tell y'all. Ask these questions. Oh, and leave me some comments down below. Tell me some questions that you guys ask on the first date. I'm curious to know. Maybe you can help me add some questions to my little bunch, okay? What are your deal breakers? This is a very important question, okay? This lets you know what this person will accept, will not accept, what they're willing to tolerate versus what they are not. If one of their deal breakers is something that you do regularly, just naturally, it's not gonna work. You getting ready to test this person's boundaries. Quit while you ahead. Don't test people boundaries. People don't like that. I'm people. Do you believe in women having the option to work? I need options, baby. Options. It's all about options. Okay? How important is money to you? Y'all can say what y'all want to say about this question. This is a good question. Because regardless of what everybody thinks, money is essential. It is a necessity. You need it to survive. Freedom is costly. It is not cheap. You want to live happy and free? You're going to need some money. And yeah, I just made that rhyme. How do you release anger? What do? Do you go to the gym and work out? You hit a punching bag? Or you going to punch me? I need to know. What you do when you get mad? How you handle your anger? Where you channel all that negative energy? I need to know. Gotta ask. What is your definition of success? This is a great question to ask because number one, everybody has a different definition of success. What success looks like to one person may be completely different than what it looks like to another person. And if you're in a relationship with someone, or if you're dating someone and their idea of success is not really lining up with what you feel success is, like, it's nothing wrong with that, because they have their own definition, you have your own definition, but you just might not be compatible. Like, I know I wouldn't be compatible with someone who's like, oh, I'm content with living a very simple life. I just want to be comfortable. I just need enough to be comfortable. And that's fine with me. It wouldn't work for me because I like luxury. I like luxurious things. I like to live lavish. Okay, I'm not even getting ready to sit up here and act like I'm okay with just, oh yes, whatever we can afford. Yeah, living your means for what you can afford, but I'm looking for someone, and I'm the type of person who is striving to have the lifestyle that I want. Compatibility is very important. Don't settle. Go after what you want. Be happy. I will be happy. This is just me personally. I'm happy going after what I want. Even if I don't fully achieve it, the fact that I had the courage to go after it and I did not settle is enough for me. Like, anything that, for one thing, I believe that I can achieve everything that I set out to have. That's just, I honestly truly believe that. Whatever I set my mind on having, I'm gonna get. It may take time, I'm gonna get it. That's just the way that I think. That's the way that I operate. So someone who thinks bare minimum or has a lack mindset, I can't really comprehend that. We are not gonna be compatible because in my mind, you're saying, oh, this is all I have. This is all I ever have. And me, I'm like, okay, so how can you get more? Like, there's a way. We're not settling over here. That's not what we do. Like I said, if certain things I end up not achieving, which I don't speak that, but if it happened like that, I would still be happy because I went after it. Only way you can truly lose or fail is to not try. That's what I'm essentially saying. To me, not trying is not an option. My last question, y'all. It was 16 questions, by the way. And like this video. Help out my channel, okay? Help a sister out. Like my video. Last question. What is the best compliment you've received? And this is a good question so that you'll know what this person values in their self. You know this from this question because if someone has complimented that and they actually believe that about themselves, then they're going to be happy to receive that compliment. Like, for me, I get complimented on how I look all the time. I mean, not trying to be arrogant, but hey, take it how you may. Those kind of compliments don't really do anything for me because I receive them literally, endlessly, all the time, everywhere. Compliment, compliment, compliment on beauty, pretty, all this stuff. And not that it's not nice, it's wonderful, great, nothing wrong with it, but those compliments don't mean as much to me as some other compliments that I might receive about my work or my ambition or my intelligence, different things like that, that a lot of people don't always recognize right off. Like, when you look at me, obviously you can compliment how I look. Anybody can do that. But things like your mindset, how you think about things, that's something someone has to actually get to know things about you, get to, pick your brain a little bit to know about you. Those type of compliments carry more weight. So basically, that's why you would ask that question, just to gauge what's valuable to them. What do they feel is valuable about their self? But that's all I got for y'all today. Fancy out.